What is this? Powdered sugar?
It's fucking cake mix. It's cake mix.
You could tell I don't bake.
My guy, bro. Don't ask why I got the brown eggs. I got the brown eggs, bro.
They're organic. They not organic, bro.
So I got all my baking stuff in.
You really bake, huh?
Bro, yeah, bro. Hopefully it turns into a business, bro. I swear.
Beanie's Bakery?
Yeah, bro. The idea from K's, bro.
From K's. What made you start baking? You just always baked? Oh, you got the fancy. I be having to, you know what I mean? I be having to look like this.
Oh, yeah. I wish I would have got that one. But that's cool to pour, though. Then probably need a couple of drops of the whatchamacallit, but we gonna just put that in at the...
As we go.
Yeah.
Even though I've never made no dessert before. I've made the cookies or the cinnamon rolls out the, you know what I mean? You gotta pop it open, right?
Nah, facts.
You take it open and yeah.
Nah, facts, hold on. Get the eggs.
Yeah, get the eggs, bro. How many you need?
Got the 4 eggs, bro.
What are you putting all this in this bowl right here?
Damn near. We gonna try it again.
Cake wasn't cooked all the way?
Nah, it was when I did the cookies. It was the last episode. Gotta have this.
Butter.
This was going in. No. It's cream cheese.
Ah.
He's talking about butter.
Butter.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, we gonna get the Giant Eagle sponsor, bro. We gonna have to get that joint. The Giant Eagle, bro, I swear. I'll be at Giant Eagle. You be going shopping?
Me?
Yeah.
I got a wife, dog.
So she be going shopping.
Yeah, I'm not no grocery store boy, me.
So that's what's going.
We right beside a Giant Eagle too, though.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, let's hit it. What bowl we putting it in, man?
Yeah, we gonna do this one.
Let's do it.
You snap that joint on, you put it on there, boom, you twist it. So now it don't come off. It's a little heavy. Put that joint right there.
So all this goes in there. And then you.
Yeah, you crank it up, bro.
Let me crack the eggs, bro.
Yeah, you can.
I cook eggs.
You can crack the eggs, bro. You can crack the eggs. Okay, so
put
boom.
them in here.
Hold on. So we put this in there first.
All right, so powder first. Flour. Cake mix.
Put that strawberry cake mix in there. And then cut the top off that joint. Boom. You're gonna pour it in there. Put all that.
We got one of these for wedding gifts.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't gonna use
no
it.
bacon.
Okay, so you gotta crack the eggs. Crack the eggs.
Crack the eggs, put them in there, right?
Yeah. Can't let him fall. These eggs is precious, bro.
Especially the price of eggs these days.
Man, come on, bro.
You might as well buy a chicken.
Man, damn near start a farm. Beanie's farm. So, no, dude.
Fresh ingredients.
Fresh ingredients, bro. Y'all see it.
I'm like Gordon Ramsay with eggs, though.
See, I have a hard time opening the eggs for real, low key.
So at this point, we just gonna call it Beanie and Payton's Bakery.
Beanie and Payton's Bakery. So, what you gonna do is, you finna go ahead and, we can go ahead and lift him on up. Go ahead and drop him in there. Drop that oil in there. Then you got to drop this big, come on. See that? Boom.
I'm a clean as I cook type of guy, though.
See, you see that? It's different. He different. Hold on, where they?
You leave it messy to the end?
Yeah, then you just pick everything, because I gotta wash dishes anyways, bro. So boom.
Pick him up. Oh, and then you
Gotta scrape the side. Look, and I got 2 of them. Boom.
I got 2 of them.
Look, matching ones for the guests. Boom, we gonna scrape the sides, man. Get that in there. Then lift that joint back up. Oh, damn, it's already lifted. Lifting back up. I'm gonna let him mix a little bit.
There it goes.
There it is.
It's trying now.
Come on, bro. It's at bottom. Get a little bit higher, bro. You crank that joint now.
What's next?
Man, while we working on this, while we letting that work, you're gonna take the brown sugar, you're gonna take the cinnamon, you know what I mean, and you're gonna dump that in there, man. This is what goes in the middle. You know, you see.
Wait, what's that right there? That's the food coloring?
Nah, that's the extract right there.
That's the strawberry extract?
Yeah. So let that mix. You got that cinnamon working right there. Oh yeah. See that? But yeah. So you got the cinnamon and the brown sugar right here. You see the cake mix. The cake mix on, you know what I mean? Is doing what it needs to do. I know I lied. I said the last episode that I was gonna have, you know, the little whisk attachment. I just haven't got around to it. We started up OTAs, so you know what I mean. We've been working. So
wait, so since this is going in the middle, you wait? Like you put that down on a sheet and then pour this in the middle of it?
Yeah. So whenever they put this cake mix in here, so I'm gonna let it mix a little bit. Give it one more spin.
I'm ready to go home and make my wife the cake, right?
Man, you ain't gonna make it a cake. You can give it. Just give us some.
This is powdered sugar.
Yeah.
I thought it was flour.
No.
I'm like, what type of icing you finna have me eating?
Have like a fried chicken cake or something. No, this is a lie. It don't take that long. See, about 30 minutes.
That's it. 30.
Probably not even that long. You got to spray the pan, bro.
I would definitely forget to do that.
You got to spray the pan. This might seem like a lot, but you don't want to stick it on there, man.
I made some muffins in the off season. Forgot to spray the pan. You know, the little muffin pan.
Oh boy,
yeah,
stuck on there. I know she was.
Why do you even try?
That's what she told you?
Just let me do it.
All right, I'm gonna let you do the honors and pour it in there. Don't pour all of it in there because we still gotta. Yeah.
I'm just gonna pour it in the middle, then you spread it out.
Put about
right?
half, yeah. Just a little bit. You don't wanna do that.
Right there is good.
I ain't gonna lie, damn, it looks straight though.
You want more than that, you think? A little bit more?
Yeah, you probably can do a little bit more. Yeah, I think that'll be straight right there.
Now spread it evenly.
Yeah, spread it out, man. So you gotta be light. You gotta be light on your hands with this, bro.
Yeah, bro, show me. You see me, right? Trying to manhandle the cake.
Come on, bro. You gotta be light, bro. Especially to mix it around too, bro.
I'm trying to linebacker the cake, right?
Yeah, you trying to hit stick it, bro. You gotta be. And this is the thing, bro. Like,
I think that's why I couldn't bake though, bro. I'd be ready to just go to the store, buy me a honey bun.
Nah, bro. See, that's the thing, bro. That's why I got into this, bro. Like, patience, bro. You gotta have patience, bro. Like, you ain't gonna get it right the first time. Like, obviously, you'll come back on here, bro, and like, the second time it's gonna go way lot smoother than the first time, bro.
I really got it down now.
Yeah, low key. So when you go home to wifey, you gonna be like, look what I made whole time, because you did.
I did.
Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying,
I
bro.
cracked the eggs. Just in the middle still.
Here, you can grab that one. That's why it's two of them. Me and him's really like Jeff and Matt Hardy.
I'm Jeff.
I forgot the other dude's names. The Dudley boys.
Talking about the Dudley boys.
Come on, bro. Body slamming, you feel me?
That's good or too much?
Yeah, it'll be good. Just a little bit, not all of it. Boom, there it is.
He talking about the Hardy boys.
Bro, I had to change it to the Dudley boys though. It's a black dude and a white dude.
We got salt and pepper in the kitchen here.
Yeah, come on, man. Essential items.
Oh yeah, I see it now. I see the vision. I do.
Yeah, I see it, bro.
And like when that stuff cooks, it expands, right?
Yeah, bro. It's gonna be crazy, bro. I'm telling
So
you.
I also, when I was making my muffins, messed up with that. So like the muffin thing is like, you know, like this deep. Yeah. I filled it the whole way up.
No.
Yeah, bro.
He had muffin mix at the bottom of his oven.
The bottom of my oven.
I'm trying to get some in this little corner right here. I know the corners is a little steep.
Now this goes on top of that.
Yeah.
Spread evenly though.
Yeah. So you just
Like,
so what you can do
drizzle
is
it all the way across.
yeah, you can just shake it however you want to do it, bro. Y'all finna see if his wrist is good. You know, obviously he's mixing it up.
You want everything evenly spread.
Yeah, see, there it is. Like you got the fine, so you can really like salt bait that joint for real.
Talking about, bro.
Yeah, see, had a brown sugar, the cinnamon mix, you know, going down your elbow and some crazy stuff.
All right, bro. I think we're ready.
Yeah, I think it'll be straight. You straight. You can keep going, bro. Because I'm just have to, you feel me, follow up and.
All of it?
Yeah.
You see me, Beanie.
He's clean though.
Here, and look at me. I'm a clean while we go type of guy, Beanie. I'm trying to help your business.
You see, we need a Payton Wilson. Everybody need a Payton Wilson.
Everybody.
You know.
Boom.
Put the rest of the mix on there, bro.
Right in the. I'm getting pretty good at this baking shit, though, man.
You see, he's getting good. You know what I mean? It's almost like a one-on-one type of course. You know what I mean?
Oh.
With no, you know what I mean? You don't gotta pay, and you know what I mean?
I'm getting a private lesson.
Yeah, he getting a private lesson. He ain't going to Sullivan or nothing, you know what I mean?
One thing I do know about baking from my mama, you will be getting all these ingredients out of this bowl.
Yeah, nah, for real, got to. Especially the way the inflation's hitting today. You gotta get every little bit out of there. That's part of the struggle. That's what I was saying on the last episode. They don't understand, like, you gotta get every little bit of ingredient that you can out of it.
All right, Beanie, I think we need some more mix, right? Beanie's Bakery needs more cake mix.
I guess we use too much on the bottom, but it's all right. We're gonna have to
make it work, right?
We're gonna stretch it. Watch. That's how you do it. It's like crazy, bro. I didn't realize we used that much on the bottom.
Too much on the bottom?
Too much on the bottom, not enough on the top. Put too much on the bottom. That's what it get you, right there. But it's all good.
That was part of the private lesson to teach me how not to do some.
It's all right.
Bottom or top right?
We're gonna put it on the bottom.
You making the icing now or after?
We can make it after. We got Payton Wilson here, my guy.
Road dog, man, rookie mini camp.
Yeah, so, you know, we've been locked in. I was the first person that, you know, he talked to when he got to the facility outside of, you know, all of the people that work there and stuff like that. Like as far as like players and rookies.
It's cool, like a little weird and cool for me that we're doing this today because the Rooks got in for rookie mini camp today. And that was like the first time we met. My good friend, as you know, Devin Carter, he was at West Virginia with Beanie. And then, man, he came up to me talking about, hey, you know, DC said good things. And ever since then, like, I mean, Beanie can elaborate on this. Like, when you get to rookie minicamp, you're kind of in, like, you know, not in shock, but it's just like you have so much going on. It was just cool to find a friendly face. And it's cool that we're doing this today. And, like, we didn't really set it up like that, but we're doing it today when the rookies got there. So that was real cool. That's cool for me.
Yeah, facts. You know, it's just, like, obviously, you know, different. Like, we obviously looking at it through a different lens now. You know, because we going into year two. Like you said, the rookies just got in today, and obviously that's when me and him first met. He wore number 11 in college, and I wore number 11 my last year. And you know, being up for the Bednarik, I was a semifinalist. He won it our last year of college, and you know, just being able to bond over that, you know, and just being able to build a relationship because rookie mini camp, it goes fast. Like the year goes fast, and you know we. Just going out there and it's like, man, just being able to look back on it.
It was funny for me today. I met some of the guys like Jack Sawyer, met Carson, and you could just tell it's like their first day. And I'm like, man, did I really look like that? Not in like a bad way, but they were just like, hey, how you doing? My name's Jack. Like, and like obviously we were like that, but it's honestly cool to be on this side of it now. Like I'm just here. I know everybody. Like this schedule right now is so nice, bro. Like I get up, work out. We do meetings, we go on the field. Like, this is ball to me. Like, last year it was just so, like, stressed out. Like, we used to go back to the Spring Hill Suites, remember?
Yeah, facts.
Me and Kobe, he knows Kobe. We would be in there till, like, 9:30 studying and didn't know nothing, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't helping at all. But it's just funny to be on the other side of it now.
Yeah, it is great being here and just, like, the schedule's different. Like, 5 a.m. Those guys is waking up at 5 a.m. to go work out and stuff like that.
We work out when we won't now.
You got the long days, you know what I mean? You got obviously all of the rookie stuff that you got to go to, which kind of gets tedious, you know, and it, like you said, it's kind of good to, you know, be on the other side of it. You know, we don't have to worry so much about, oh, we got this event to go to, this event, you know what I mean? And like kind of being able to get our free time back.
I was talking to my wife, and she was like, we was talking about rookie minicamp the other day, and she was like, why, like, as a rookie, when you come in, obviously they know, like, you're training for the combine, then you got the combine, then pro day, and, like, you do all these visits and stuff. So, like, when you get there, like, why they make the rookies do all this extra stuff? But, like, now looking back on it, our rookie class was so close because of all, like, we used to get up at 5 a.m. We was all walking right to the facility from the Spring Hill, or somebody was hopping in the Durango. And then, bro, we was going back, and then like 3 o'clock, we had some event, and we was all like, here we go. But we was all in that van with DY, bro. It's just, I was just telling her, like, I think it's just the bonding. Like, they want to see if it's going to bother you, obviously, like all the extra stuff. But it was just cool to do all that because, like, me, you, Mason, Zach, like even Kobe, even like Ryan, the guys that aren't even here no more, like we still all so close. So like it's kind of explaining to her, like they kind of, like when you get into vets, not like they're going to be good to you, but they're not going to like come be your best friend, obviously. So like I feel like they try to put the rookies through so much just so they have a close bond. Like we got so close with DY, like now he's our guy. So
that's like one of the things that people don't understand. Like obviously you have like the draft picks, and then you have the guys that get signed, you have the guys that get the invite and stuff like that, and just kind of see like, okay, how does this guy work? What does this guy do? Like, and just being able to it's kind of good to see, okay, what does this guy do to take care of his body, or how does he, you know, get to understanding the playbook? How does he learn, you know, different things like that? Like you said, you and Kobe was in there like stressing, trying to figure it out. And I like, obviously it's different. Like I play nickel, and then it's like my first year, I'm like, I just have to understand my job.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Versus playing linebacker where you have to understand the front. You got to know if this side's coverage, playing this side of coverage, or if I'm on this side, they're playing this coverage. And so it's just crazy to be able to hear like how rookie minicamp went for you.
Yeah, bro. And like one thing I learned, like, so obviously the NFL is a business, right? So like I knew that, but like I didn't know it because you know me and Kobe, like we was boys. Like we was in the same LB room, like did everything together. And then right after camp, they obviously let him go. And I was like, man, they getting rid of my dog. Like you can't, like, it's not like you can't get close with people, but you just kind of gotta like know like some things could happen. Your best friend on the team could be gone the next day. I mean, shoot, who knew George was gonna be gone, right? But
speaking of that, bro, what was your reaction to that? Like, and how did you find out? When did you find out?
Bro, so it's funny because everybody back home, like in the off-season, like they like, yo, who y'all getting at quarterback? I'm trying to tell these people, we know when the media tells us. You know what I'm saying? Like we have no inside information on nothing. So like when it hits Twitter, that's when we find out everything. So that's when I found out. And like, I don't know, I'd never questioned the front office. Like business is business. George was a heck of a player, great teammate. So like, I don't know, but business is business. Obviously, I don't know, Pittsburgh probably isn't like too thrilled about it, but I mean, it looks like we have a good team. I mean, DK is going to be great. Mason looks awesome right now. So I don't know. It's just, I mean, it's tough. It's just, I mean, we're not super used to it yet. Like we know like a little bit of it, but like that's how it is. Every year you come in, it's going to be a whole new squad.
And that's the thing. Like I was on my way to the facility, and I just checked my phone, and I look, and it's like breaking news. Man. Pittsburgh's trading.
But
George
you don't ever
Pickens
believe it till you see Adam on there. You know what I'm talking about? Adam. Yeah, whatever.
So I'm like, they talking about finalizing, and I'm like, ain't no way, bro. There's no way. So like they finally broke it down, and I'm like, yo. I'm like, bro, what are we doing? Like me personally, I'm like, bro, what are we doing? Like I'm thinking, okay, we went out and got DK, you know, so he could play opposite of George, and you know, like obviously teach George some things, and you know what I mean, and
how to be like a great pro.
Because it like looking at it from a defensive perspective, bro. It's like you can't double team both of those guys. You have to put some schematics around those guys.
You can, or it's gonna be zero.
It's
Somebody getting their head took off.
It's over with.
You know what I'm saying? If you double both of them, you got Calvin Austin in the slot, or Scotty Miller who's running 23 miles an hour past everybody.
Facts.
Right?
You know what I mean? And then like, so it's just crazy to see that kind of stuff, and talking to DY, he's like, bro, business is business, and like obviously you hear that a lot, and you don't realize it until like something crazy happens, like. Everybody's like, bro, why? You know what I mean? But like, then I go to understanding, like.
For me though, like, like obviously we haven't been in a long time, but like the front office isn't just making moves for like this year, you know, and that's kind of what I've had to learn. Like they really trying to stack year on top of year on top of year. Like obviously us being in it, we want to win a Super Bowl every single year, but it's probably a little different for the front office, you know, like they make this trade, okay, we can set up for this pick this year, and obviously I have no clue what I'm talking about, but that's just the way I look at it. So I don't even really like where I'm at, I play ball, I try to do my job. You know, if you get into all that, I learned that with Kobe. Like, actually, bro, that one hit me in the heart. Like, you can't really get into none of that because business is business. Like, you got to be where your feet are at. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, people don't understand. Like, oh, yeah, we traded him, but it's like, I think me personally, I think we probably gonna get another. We are going to get another receiver. Like, so we got a crazy amount of picks. You know what I mean? And that's like capital and leverage on getting another player. And I think we'll go out and find a good number 2 receiver. You know, to line up obviously the DK. I've been seeing reports. It's like Alan Lazard, like Gabe Davis. Yeah. I haven't seen Jordan Addison, which is crazy. Like, I think that'll be nuts. That'll be scary for some guys. And, you know, obviously we don't know what's going on with the Aaron Rodgers situation. Obviously we go out and draft a quarterback. Obviously we haven't got our eyes on him. You know, he's a national championship quarterback. And just being able to see like how he comes in, and you know what I mean? Because there's no saying that he can't go out there and be the starting quarterback.
Yeah, 100%. For me, it's like, so you pick a quarterback a little later, but I like the idea of Will Howard just because, like you'll find some gems, right? Like you'll find like a guy on a bad team that's a stud, but like Will Howard comes from a winning culture. You know, like they won a national championship, which I don't think is very easy to do, especially as like the leader of that team. Like only being there 1 year and seeing what he brought to that team was cool. And I met Jack Sawyer today. Seems like he's got a good edge to him, and he also comes from it too. So like, you gotta love the picks when they're coming from national championship teams. I mean, you look at the Eagles; they got a Georgia Bulldog defense right now. For sure. You know, so
he went out and got a bowl, yeah. And that's the thing too. Like, and I just watched the video. I can't remember what team he was talking to. It was like the Hey Rookie stuff, and he's like, I just want to make every team that passed on me, you know, pay right. for it. And that's the kind of like edge that you want from a quarterback. You know, obviously it's cool to have a laid back quarterback, but like me personally, I like the quarterbacks that's kind of in your face, like, you know what I mean? Like the guys that's going, you know, they're going to tear you apart and let you hear about it. Like that's the type of, you know what I mean? Like that might start something and somebody that you want to go to war for, you know what I mean? And that's the type of the vibe that I get, at least from watching that video from him.
So now that we talk about the draft, let's talk about your experience last year. So, because I don't really know, bro. We've never really talked about it. Were you expecting to get drafted last year? Like, what was your thoughts going in?
Bro, so...
Like, obviously being, like he just said, one of the best defensive players in all of college football our senior year. Like, what was your, like... Because obviously for me it sucked. You know, I dropped so far. I mean, praise the Lord I went third round, but I still dropped so far. But, like, what was your... like thinking and
bro, so like obviously, you know, you get selected. Like I got selected to the Walter camp, the AP, like All-American. So I was a consensus All-American, and it's like I guess guys they thought it was maybe like a fluke year or whatever. Kind of get lost in the portal, whatever. That's what I heard. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we didn't even know where he was at because he transferred so many times, but. Just like, okay, my agent's like, okay, you going late, you know what I mean? You could possibly slide 4th round, you know, 5th to 7th, you know what I mean? You might be undrafted. So like,
it was just kind of
if
like somebody really loves you, you could be picked early.
And that's the thing, like when our draft class, there weren't too many DBs that got selected, like, you know what I mean? Obviously it was like Quinyon, Cooper, Mikey, like those guys, they went. But then it was like, what's going on, like, with everybody else? I think it might have been, like, a heavy O-line or something like that.
They had, like, the most tackles I ever seen drafted.
Yeah, so, like, that was the thing. And I'm like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, dang, it ain't no DBs going off. It ain't no, like, so I know, like, I'm like, oh, man. But I knew, I'm like, I only took 130 visit, and it was with Pittsburgh, bro. So I'm like.
You came on a 30 here.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay. If anybody's gonna pick me up, it's gonna be the Steelers, like, bro. Like, yeah, because I'm like, okay, I talk to the Bills. I like talk to, Tennessee, like talk to those guys, but it's like
You went to the East-West Shrine, right?
yeah.
So when you were there, like, because the portal is massive now, like kids going here, and obviously, like, you're not one that took advantage of it, but you definitely benefited from it, ending at West V. What was the conversations with the NFL scouts and coaches about the portal? Because, I mean, you did go from Western Kentucky to Minnesota and then to Dub V.
Yeah.
So, like, were they kind of, like, questioning that a little bit, or were they kind of just blew right by it?
They was like, man, so why did you transfer so much? I wanted to be able to play. Like, obviously, I went to Power 5, and then I didn't play as much, and then it's
in
like
Minnesota, talking.
So then I was like, why not? I'm like trying to go to the league, bro. Like West Virginia was the best spot for me to go to the league, bro. So like, obviously I snapped there, and then it's like, I'm like, damn. So I was a consensus All-American, like one of the best players. It's 130. It's like 132 teams in FBS football. Like, and I was one of the top 2 or 3. Corners, our defensive backs. Like, how do you go undrafted? Like I told you earlier, bro. Like, I feel like a lot of teams go off athleticism. Like, okay,
potential.
It's like, okay,
definitely.
boom, he has a lot of upside. He jumped this high, he ran this fast, and it's like, bro, cut the tape on.
Underwear Olympics get people paid a lot.
Like, people was knocking Zach. Oh, he has short arms. Or what's the name? The dude that got drafted by the Patriots from LSU.
You're talking about Will Campbell.
Oh, he has short arms. Bro, cut the tape on. And that's like the thing. Like, I'm like, okay, I might not be the tallest dude out there, but I'm locking guys up. I'm tackling. Like, not a lot of deep, not a deep. Come on, bro. Interception. Then it's like, damn. But like, it's obviously a blessing. It's a blessing for me because I got to pick where I wanted to go, and looking at rosters and all of that. So like, it's crazy after the draft, bro. Like,
yeah, it's like a bidding war for you,
bro.
Right?
I don't know anything but welcome to Pittsburgh, bro. Like,
really, dog. When you got here, you was in a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, the perfect world, bro. Like, it's like
it was the best. Like, when I got here and there was no nickels, Beanie started snapping. I'm like, man, that's nothing but God.
It's like crazy, bro. And I'm like, because I legit, usually guys like might pick, this team offered me this. Like, I'm trying to get the most money, or I'm trying to, bro. And it's like, even the same way that I treated the NIL stuff, like, I don't care about the most money. I want the best opportunity.
Right.
And Pittsburgh obviously was the best opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, struggling to kind of try to find the next Mike Hilton to kind of say, and being able to just fit that role, and being able to come in, tackle, blitz occasionally.
Did anything outside of like roster and like you just said money? Did it any like playing for Mike T, like playing for these other coaches, did any of that come into consideration? It was just like, I'm looking at the roster, this is my best shot, let's do it.
Bro, I didn't get anything, bro. Like, it was, when I checked my phone, it was like, welcome to Pittsburgh.
Really?
Yeah. So like, I guess I don't know if my agent, like, because we like knew, especially like, oh, you took the top 30, like, bro, you really have a really good chance of making this team. Like,
it was crazy because remember that one, we used to do the rookie meetings, and DY like made this statement. He was like, no undrafted free agent has ever made the team other than Jaylen Warren since he'd been here. And we was all like, man, that's crazy. Here we go into camp.
Yeah.
Beanie starts snapping.
Bro, and people don't understand that. They like, oh yeah, you guys get this much money, and but people literally fight for their lives every day. Like, bro, it don't matter what kind of people play through probably the craziest injuries and everything.
Some of these boys out here for free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Making what we was making in camp? Like $800 a week?
Yeah. Like, come on, bro. It's like you don't really, people don't understand that you only getting that money during the season. Like, you know what I mean? And obviously they changed how it went, our year. But I can't imagine how the guys were, in previous years where you only get paid during the season. Like, obviously they broke it down and you get paid whatever it is. What is it?
36 weeks now?
36 weeks. And some guys, like, I can only imagine you get big checks and you like, man, then after the season's over, it's like,
someone like me though, like me, I don't really care about clothes or none of that, bro. Like, I'm on the game.
Yeah.
Give me my money right now. Like, I want it quick.
Yeah, thanks.
But no, it's cool, bro. You definitely hear too many stories about people, because like people don't understand, like, that money is not lasting. You know what I'm saying? Especially in today's world, like, you gotta save. You gotta What Marshawn said? Yes.
You gotta save your chicken, bro.
Save your chicken.
You gotta save your chicken. And that's the thing too, like, a lot of guys don't understand, bro. Like, this is only such a short period of our lives, bro. Like, the money's not gonna be there forever. Like, oh, there go the timer. Let me go check this cake. That bitch look crazy.
Nah, bro, let me do that.
Here, look. Payton it's Payton's show. He gonna run it. He gonna run it. Yeah. Then look, watch this. Look at him. Strong bull.
Shout out Phil Matus. Nah, bro, I've been breaking plastic spoons. I'm good.
Sorry, bro. Here we can just get another one. Oh, he know what he's doing with the half a spoon. Look, boom. Pour that extract in there.
That's that Woodford Reserve bourbon.
You gotta get a good mix of it. Drop a.
That's enough?
Yeah, we gonna see. It's gonna start to turn
red.
pink. Oh, it ain't. Y'all see that? Look how pink that joint is.
All right, you do these honors, because I'm not trying to ruin your cake, bro. Use your other spoon, bro. You're not a trench baby like me.
You got the baby spoon, bro. This is crazy. Hold on, we gotta mix it all the way in there. Make sure we getting all the extras off the bottom. Here, bro.
He keeps spinning that.
Here, bro. See, look, he said real trench. He said real trench baby. He know how to use a broken spoon. He's using half the spoon.
Folks grew up on Tupperware.
Nah, for real though. Nah, that's cool though, right there.
Dog, I'm him.
Y'all see it?
Peyton Ramsey.
This is nuts.
Do not say that while you pouring that.
Bro, chill, just vibe, twin. Gotta make sure you get all the way around. Sheesh.
Man. You really enjoy that stuff.
Yeah, bro. I really don't even want to use it out, but what else? Why would I waste it?
Yeah, bro. Don't do that.
Them little spots in there.
Let me see that spoon, bro.
You might as well get all the extras out, bro.
Let me get you
get
up,
all the
boy.
extras
You don't
out.
know what you're doing.
See, look. See, ain't.
I see how you do it. You made this podcast so people make your cakes for you.
You come on here, you know what I mean? You running the show. I'm just chilling. I'm just watching. You know what I mean? I'm on like parental guidance. It look ugly right now.
Don't talk about my cake like that, bro. You gotta scrub this time.
Nah, yeah. That's why I just soak it for a little bit.
You big lazy.
Nah.
Dish is done. You got a pot in here with soap in it.
See, you real down south, boy. I be trying to figure out how many slices I want to be, how many I want.
All right, let's think about it.
It's a 9x13.
That means nothing to me. I'm not finna sit here and do all this math.
Look, this is
we
9.
Gonna go
this
one.
is 9.
Listen.
No, see, that's too many pieces. That ain't
We're
enough.
gonna go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Then you gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bang. Come on, coach.
That ain't. We might have to do little
You
bites.
wanna do bites.
Bites.
You give me a piece of cake, you give me a bite, I'm gonna give it to you back. I want it done.
What KG say? You gonna show me something? If I can have it then.
Bleep.
Nah, for real. I'm always bad at this part, bro.
Scary, bro. Cut the cake.
So what we gonna do? We're gonna do right here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then you're gonna do one more.
It's the problem with America.
What? Big sizes?
Big sizes. You don't need to make everything big, man.
Man got the beanie size mitts. Check him out.
Let's see.
Get you a spatula, bro. I ain't make this cake not to try it ASAP. What piece
I'm
do I want?
gonna let you get the.
Nah,
I'm gonna let you get the first slice.
Nah, because you're going to be mad at what piece I pick.
You gonna try to pick that middle piece.
What? One of them two right there. I make the cake. He gonna give me a corner piece, chat.
Bro, let's see. We gonna get these edges up off here. That's how you get the cake. Look, that's crazy, bro.
What type of kitchen is?
Here that joint go. Look.
Man,
Boy, that's gonna be crazy, bro.
you never made a cake like this. That's good. It's because of me.
Yeah, right.
Cake, man.
Man, y'all gotta see, but look, y'all gotta see though. Like y'all see the cinnamon swirl, the swirl, the brown sugar cinnamon joint. Come on, man. Need a fork right there.
Plastic forks in his bag.
Up, on top, under the bread, right there, straight. This boy, hold this, bro. Just slide me a piece, bro. You want a fork or you want a spoon?
Fork.
Man, want a fork? It's crazy.
I'm not eating a bowl of cereal, bro.
I'm gonna take the spoon, bro.
I'm kind of stuck. You know what I mean?
Come on, look, he's ready.
You ready?
Yep.
I'm tripping. I need me a little big piece. Man.
And that cinnamon slapping in there too. The cinnamon brown sugar is going crazy.
Yeah, I'm not playing with this.
See?
I'll rate it at the end. It's the best cake you made.
I'm typically not a guy to do the milk. But low-key might, you know.
What you mean the milk?
Milk with the dessert, bro. But this might have the slime with the milk though.
No. Out of 10?
Gas.
Yeah. It was good.
They don't even get no number, it's gas.
It was good. Cinnamon in the middle, good strawberry. Wasn't dry cake. Man, Beanie. Shout out me. Shout out me.
See, it was a team effort, but he trying to take all the credit. That's just the type of guy he is though, man.
I washed the dishes. I poured.
So, you know, there y'all have it. Basically, Payton Wilson's
Bakery.
Payton's Bakery is what he want to call it. But we gonna say the Strawberry Honeybun Cake
Was a success.
was a success.
Lovely.
First season in a rearview mirror, you know, had highs and lows. Like, what was it like, you know, for you, you know, looking back at the season?
Yeah, bro, like you just said, a lot of highs and a lot, not lows, but just like, I guess, learning points, right? Like, obviously the highs, like you can probably attest to this, like picking off Lamar Jackson was one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life. You know, scoring against Cincinnati was out of this world. I mean, the plays are there, but like, I mean, bro, it was just a dream come true. And like, last year, I felt like I got caught up in like so much was going on that I never really like stepped back to like thank Jesus and be like, I'm living that 6-year-old's dream. And I kind of did that towards the end of the season. So that was really cool for me. And there's not really, bro, like low points. It's just like, bro, we played, how many games total we played? 21 total games, including preseason.
Mm-hmm.
In college, we played 12. So it was just like the longevity of it. And then like you said earlier, like trying to get around Minka, trying to get around TJ, trying to figure out like, how are they the best in the world for 9, 10, 11, 12 years? Like, what are they doing for their body? Like, there was never no lows. It was just like, all right, how do I get through it, right? Like, how is 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day from camp all the way into the end of the playoffs? Like, how do you keep yourself going mentally and physically? Like, that was just like my biggest thing last year, just trying to figure out and sort through all of that.
Yeah, for sure, man. And like you said, bro, we was here, like, you know, close to clinching the division.
Man, we went from what, 10-3 to
10-6, 10-7. I think like 10-6, 10-7, like quick.
It was that kind of got to me a little bit because I'd never like at NC State we had a bad year, but like you lose 5 games, the season's over. Like you lose 5 games, like pretty much your season's gone. You lose 5 games up here, you still got to play 12, 13, 14 more games. So like. Not luckily, but we went on a 5-game losing streak at the end of the season. But it was just like, man, with the longevity and then like also like we was losing games we shouldn't have lost. You know, last year, like we had so much talent defensively, also offensively. But like it was a little frustrating for me, like just because in the NFL, bro, every team's good. Every player's great or good, you know. So it's like any given team can win every day, but like the talent we had last year, I felt like we should have just did so much more. And that was, I guess, if you had to say a low point, I'd probably say that.
Yeah, for sure, man. You know, we went from being able to clinch the North to, you know, and having a home playoff game. Obviously, you know, you got the guys that's been there for a long time, Cam, TJ, you know, and with those guys never had won a playoff game or, you know, even had a home playoff game or anything like that. And I feel like it starts taking a toll on guys, you know. And me and you were very lucky to come in and go to the playoffs our first year. You know, it's a lot of guys that don't make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, my boy that I was training with this offseason, his name's Tyquan Lewis. He's from North Carolina, went to Ohio State. He's been with the Colts, I think, 8-9 years now. And he told me this offseason, he's only ever been once or he's never been. Like that's like, you know what I'm saying? And he's been in there for 8-9 years. So just like you said, to be able to go year one, obviously we wanted to go a lot further than we did, but it was a blessing.
Obviously, one of the greatest coaches,
Ever.
you know, ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how is he towards you? Like, what's your relationship? Explain that a little bit.
Yeah, bro. So, like, I mean, you know, like, you see this dude on TV for 10, 11, 12, 15 years or however long, like, growing up watching him coach and do his thing, obviously winning a Super Bowl when he first got in. Like, when I came on my 30 visit and I met him, like, instantly, like, the second I met him, I'm like, oh, he's the dude that you see every day. Like, when he's in front of the media and stuff like that, like kind of funny, but at the same time, like, he's not playing none of that, but he's also, like, an amazing person. Like, that's what you get from him. Like, what you see with him on TV is what I got. Like, and just being around him, like, it might sound cheesy, but, like, every single day is the same with him. Whether we win, lose, or draw, like, you know, like, when we came in there after we got our tails whooped on Christmas Day, like, even though that's a bad part of our game, like, he still loves that process. Like, he doesn't love the winning. He wants guys to understand, like, what it takes, you know, like, what it took Cam Hayward to get to where he was, what it took TJ, not just, like, the outcome of it. And that was pretty cool for me to see, like he's not pushing a process onto people. He's wanting people to fall in love with it like he has. You know, what's he be saying? I got a clear understanding.
I got what'd he say? I see it with great clarity.
But, bro, like, he does, and just, you know, to have him, and you know me, bro, like, I'm not, like, the most outgoing person. Like, once I get to know you, I'll chat with you or whatever, but I think he understands that, and our relationship is anything I need from him, he's there for me, but, like, I'm not always, like, reaching out and, like, on his back, but, like, I know that anytime I ever needed him, like, he would be there for me, and then also just the football IQ, like, just what's cool for me and, like, what people don't understand is he lets his coaches coach. Like, he truly, like a part of his, like, job is to bring other people with him, coaches and stuff. So he told me one day, like, he does give me football IQ and stuff, but he likes to let his coaches coach. And that was cool for me to see instead of being such a, like, don't get me wrong, it's Mike Tomlin's show, like, at the end of the day. But, like, he doesn't, like, truly micromanage guys. Like, he likes to let the coaches coach. And that was really cool for me to see, more so than, like, because if I've been in coaching one of the best in the world for 19 years, I might have a little ego to me, and you really don't see that with him. Like today, when we was in the cafeteria, like, all the invites from the rookie minicamp, like, not undrafted free agents, not draft picks, but he was talking to them the exact same way he was going to talk to the first-round pick. Like, and, like, it was cool for me because there was a kid in there who played at FCS level and then went to Notre Dame, and, like, when he went up and introduced himself to Mike T, like, Mike T knew who he was, knew what position he played. So just little stuff like that to make someone feel a little bit better about themselves is cool for me.
You know, obviously with Russ leaving, you know, did you have any kind of relationship with him? Obviously being the leader of the team last year, obviously when he went down preseason and things like that, did you have any relationship with him?
Yeah, bro. So Russ actually went to NC State. I went to NC State. He says that like Pack a Badger shit, you know what I'm saying? Because he went to Wisconsin his last year, but he went to NC State. So, like, I knew him. Like, we knew of each other before I got there. So, obviously, when we were there, like, there's people at NC State that he's super close with, that I'm super close with. So, we made that connection. And, I mean, Russ gets a lot of hate, like he does. You know what I'm saying? Like people think he's maybe a little, but I mean, he's a great dude to me. You know, he's led by faith. Like he's so spiritually led that like nothing, like all the stuff people say doesn't really bother him. And that was cool for me to see. Like a person that's on top of the world where everybody's watching. He doesn't care what nobody says. Like he's so secure in the Lord that like he didn't really, like he obviously cared, but like he cared like winning and losing. He didn't care what anyone said about him. And that's something I took from him. Obviously, you know, loved him and Justin. Justin was the exact same way in a sense, like just, you know, fear of the Lord, a guy that played for Jesus Christ and could really care less what people thought. So, I mean, I enjoyed them both, bro. I had good relationships with both. Kind of sad to see them both go, but like we said earlier, it's a new team every year.